Good morning students. In this video we are going to learn about the first chapter of our reduced syllabus, chapter first physical quantities and the measurement. We all know that where we make a measurement we require a number which answers the how part of it and a unit which tell us that we are taking about. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about the definitions of length, mass, and time, and how to express length, mass, time, and area with the proper units and proper symbols, how to use rulers and measuring tape to measure the length of objects, how to use beam balance and electronic balance, how to use clock, watch or stopwatch to measure time, and lastly the conversions of physical quantities from one unit to the other related unit. So we should start. As we all know that measurement is a part of almost every aspect of our daily life. For example, if we are going to a new place, we need to know the distance and time it will take to reach there, so we can plan our journey accordingly. When buying vegetables and grocery, we will want to know their weight to pay the correct amount of money. Thus, we need to measure the quantity of most of the things around us to be able to take correct decision regarding their utilities. So, to understand these facts, we should know about the exactness of an unknown quantity. We need to compare it with a non-fixed quantity of the same kind, or we can say determining the exact value of an unknown quantity by comparing it with a fixed known quantity of the same kind is called the measurement. So, to understand the measurement, it starts with the physical quantities. Sure, the definition of physical quantities says that any quantity that can be measured is called physical quantity, or these quantities can be of two types. They are fundamental quantities and derived physical quantities. To understand the fundamental quantities, we should understand that all physical quantities that do not depend upon the other quantities are called fundamental physical quantities. Basically, they are of 7 types. They are length, mass, temperature, time, electric current, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. As well as on another part, there is a derived physical quantities. This type of physical quantities that are derived from one or more fundamental physical quantities are called derived physical quantity. For example, area, volume, speed, and density are some of the derived physical quantities examples. As we all know that before these physical quantities will be derived, there are some traditional units to calculate the measurements. In ancient times, people used their body parts and their natural surrounding as instruments of measurement. And ancient Babylon and Egypt, the earliest tool to measure the length was the cubit, the handspan, the palm, and the finger. The cubit was the length of an adult person's forearm, for the elbow of the tip of the middle finger. A handspan was the length of the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger of an outstretched hand. A palm was the width of the hand. A finger or a digit was width of the middle finger. In ancient Greek, they have developed the foot as their fundamental unit of length, and to measure the time they will understand the movement of the sun and the moon and the heavenly bodies. Now, during the medieval periods, One of the most popular system of measurement was British traditional system known as foot pound second system, or we can say FPS system. In this system, foot was the unit of length, pound was the unit of mass, and second was the unit of time. And as the time was gone on, the trade will be improved or can be done on a major purpose between the countries. Then we need to standardize our units, because as we all know that the length of cuboid, foot and handpan varied from the person to person according to their body size. So these units could not be used for a scientific measurement where accuracy was the prime concern. Therefore, people felt the need to have standard units which could be used for accurate measurement and could be accepted universally. So to overcome from these problems, in 1791, the French Academy of Science developed a system of measurement whereas the unit of length was named as the meter and the system came to known as metric system. The unit of mass was named as the gram and the unit of capacity or volume was named as liter in this. As the time is gone on, there are two further systems were introduced. They are MKS and the CGS system. The system of measurement based on the centimeter, gram and second. This is known as CGS units, whereas called the CGS system, and the system which is used the meter, kilogram and second as the unit come to known as the MKS system. But there will be a problem related to with that. Each country have its own system. To make all the world together, there is a new system was developed that is known as the international system. During the 20th century, the MK system became more popular than the CGS system, but the existence of two systems again lead to need to interconversation between them by the use. So this arose a new need of for having a just one universal system. In 1960, the General Conference of Weight and Measurement met at Paris and developed an international system of units. The unit of 7 fundamental physical quantities in the SI system are given in table. In this video, up to this, thank you.